Welcome back to EN64. Today, I'm going to do an SQL Server tutorial for beginners. We will talk about installation, database creation, backup and restore, and network configuration. For this video, we'll try to avoid SQL language as much as possible. Now let's get started. SQL Server Installation. Insert the SQL Server DVD disk or mount the ISO image. Start the setup program. Click the Installation tab on the left. Then click the first option. Check the I have a SQL Server license only option. Accept all the terms. Select the Database Engine Services at the top. Click the Add Current User button. Begin installation. Installation complete. SQL Server Management Studio is an integrated environment for managing SQL infrastructure. Use SSMS to access, configure, manage, administer, and develop all components of SQL Server. Make sure you have it properly installed. Click the Install SQL Server Management Tools link. This action will opens up the web browser. Click the download link. Start the installation. Installation complete. Restore database from BAK file. To restore a database, make sure your BAK file is prepared beforehand. Start the SSMS. Choose No to use legacy connection dialog. Use the .as server name to connect to local SQL Server. When restoring a database from a .bak file, you must first create a database that has the same name as the original. Also, make sure the version of the BAK file is equal or older than the current database version. Right-click Database and select New Database. Copy the database name from the BAK file. Select the location of the database. Select the recovery model as simple to reduce the database's log file size. Also, select the compatibility level according to your situation. We can see that the database file has been created. There are no tables in the new database. Right-click the database name and select Restore. Select the device option and choose the BAK file from the local drive. Select Database File Location, Sometimes the file location in the backup file is different. Choose the correct location here. In the Options tab, select Overwrite and close existing connections. Right-click Tables and select Refresh. Database has been restored from BAK file. Restore database by attached database file. If you have SQL databases MDF file and LDF file, then, to restore the database you just need to attach those files. But before you do, you need to know that the file version must be equal to or less than the current database. Before attaching those files, make sure you have full access. Go to the Security tab of the File Properties. Add current user account to the list, make sure it has full access. Then, attach those files again. Now, it's a success. Additionally, you can use everyone account if you don't mind security issue. Restore database by SQL query. Get the .SQL file ready for restore. We will use the smaller one on the top first. Drag and drop the file into SSMS. It's important that the file looks like this example. This is typically generated by SSMS, and we'll discuss it later in this video. And you don't have to create database beforehand. Change the location of the database file, according to your requirement. Also, you may want a smaller log file by changing its size. Okay, let's run the script. Script running success, and you have your database ready. Database file also created at the designated location. Then let's try the bigger file. Drag and drop the file into the SSMS will not success, or sometimes, when you're running the script, the SSMS will report memory issue. It is time to change the editor. In this video we will using Notepad++ to edit this large file. Google the Notepad++, then download and install. Now that the file has been edited. Next we will install SQL Command Line tool. Search, download and install SQL CMD. To run the command line tool we need an account. In this video we will use the SA account. The SA account is a built-in account with full administrative privileges. It is initially disabled. We will activate the account. Now preparation complete, we can run the command line. Since the database is quite big, this command will run a while. Now, let's talk about how to back up a database. Backup is quite simple, there are mainly two methods to do this. One, backup to a BAK file, the other one is to a SQL file. Right-click the database name and select Tasks, and then Backup. In the Destination section, remove the default path. Hit the Add button to add your desired path. Do not forget the file extension. In the other tabs, just using the default options. Hit the OK button, and wait until backup is finished. Next, let's backup to a SQL file. Right-click the database name, select Tasks, and then Generate Scripts. In the Set Scripting options, select Save as Script File, then select location of the file you want to save. Go to the Advanced options on the top right. The best use case for script file backups is that you can back up a higher version database and then restore it to a lower version. Select the proper version in the Script for Server Version section. Then select Schema and Data in the Types of Data to Script section. Wait until the backup is complete. Go to the Backup folder. You can see that all the files are here. Let's check the content of the SQL file. You can see that the content is similar to the content at the restore part of this video. Automatically back up the database to a remote location. To back up the database to a remote computer, first we need to create an account on the remote computer. Start the Computer Management Console. Go to Local User and Groups. Create a backup user. Add the user to the administrators group. Please, note that adding the user to the administrators group has security risk. In this video we are doing this for demonstration. Now, let's create a share folder. In the Sharing tab, click Advanced Sharing. Then click Permissions. Add the backup user to the list. Make sure it is in full control. Go back to SSMS. Create a new query. This is the script that I use quite often when backing up databases to a remote computer. We just need to change the IP address and user account. Save the file, we can use it later. Modify the IP address. Since this is an example, we are using local computer to store the backup file. Input the password. Change the user. Check if the database is correct. Run the script. Now we have the backup file. We can run it again and it will create another one. Next, let's make it automatic. Start the SQL Server Configuration Manager. Start the SQL Server Agent service and set it to run automatic. In the SSMS, expand SQL Server Agent and create a job under Jobs. Create a new step. Load the saved script. Create a schedule. You can run the script daily. Set the other options to default. Let's run and test the job. Right-click the job and select Start Job at Step. After successfully running, another BAK file will be created. Firewall and network. To allow access from other computers, firewall rules must be added. Go to Control Panel. And Windows Defender Firewall. Go to Advanced Setting. In the Inbound Rules, click New Rule on the right. Select Port. Type 1433. Allow connection. Then go to the SQL Server Configuration Manager. Click Network Configuration. Ensure TCP/IP is enabled. Also check the port 1433. Now, you can connect the SQL Server from other computer. Finally, let's learn some very basic query. Go to Database and expand Tables. For demonstration, let's right-click Orders and select Edit Top 200 Rows. Click the SQL icon on the top to show Generated SQL Query. If you want to see all the records, then delete the top 200 statement. Run the query. All the records has been returned. Using asterisk to select all the columns. You can remove column name. Order by some column. Order can be reversed. You can filter on a column or multiple columns. Modify row data. Delete data. That is all for today's video. Hope you enjoy and learn something. Thanks for watching. See you next time.